Sugar is only addictive when you tell yourself that you cannot have it. What's going on, legend? Angus Beef here. Thanks for stopping by to click on this video, most appreciated. And today we're going to be talking about sugar.
The jackpot here! White gold! Texas tea! Sweetener!
Dad, isn't this stealing?
One of the most demonized things going alongside carbs. And yeah, it's shit. But anyway, so the thing is that if you, tell yourself that you can't have it, and for whatever reason you see it in a light where apparently it's the devil and that it's gonna make you fat as soon as you eat it or any of this sort of shit, right? Well, that is when it's gonna feel like that to you because you're telling yourself that you can't have it. Now what you need to realize is like human psychology is like when something brings you pleasure and you like it, especially when it comes to food, right? If you try to tell yourself that you can't have it or that it's bad for you or anything like that, especially while in a calorie deprived state, right? What's gonna happen here is, well, guess what your body's gonna fucking tell you that it wants, right? Things that are hyperpalatable that contain sugar. So hyperpalatable basically meaning where it's like it's got a lot of calories, doesn't fill you up, and therefore you can eat a lot of it before you would get full, which is awesome for your body because it wants to basically internally fuck up your fat loss efforts and to get you to hold on to some fat, right? But except for you, that's not ideal because if you're trying to be losing fat, like you don't want to have that scenario happen where basically you're, always chasing your tail in terms of what's happening your weight, right? So this is why when it comes to, say for example, when I'm working with my clients, I will never tell them that they can't have sugar.
Never!
I will never tell them that they need to steer clear of something that has sugar. Because the thing is like if you say for example, open up your baking drawer. So for me, my baking drawer is, just over there, right? If you go into your house, right, into your cupboard and you pull open your baking drawer and you whip out your sugar, right? I'd bet any amount of money that if you basically whip out a tablespoon and you have a tablespoon of sugar and you have another tablespoon of sugar, maybe even go for a third one, that's gonna be it. Like you'll probably feel pretty good, right? See what I mean? So you're not addicted to sugar. It's just because you have this preconceived fear where you feel that it's bad or that you think that you can't have it. Which is dumb because that's the thing, fam, is like dieting culture and all this sort of stuff, and like, there's that ad where it's like toxic, like the sugar that's in soft drinks is toxic and will cause you to store belly fat and this sort of shit. Like these ads, fuck me. Like the agenda of that is just to instill fear, kind of like cigarette ads and shit like that. Like sure, to a degree they serve a purpose, but for the vast majority of the time they don't. Like they instill unnecessary fear, as is the case with a lot of diet culture, where we develop this warped perception of food where we don't even know what the fuck like we can eat. And then that's where a lot of people come to me just like, Angus, just tell me what I fucking can eat, like tell me what to eat. And then it's just like, bro, like fucking chill out. Like you can eat whatever you want, like, and like I start teaching them how to fucking eat again, you see, which is a shame because it's like dieting only really became a popular thing, probably like over the last 20 to 30 years, and it's just gone in terms of the industry as a whole because it's easy to make a shitload of money from selling products that don't solve someone's problems, to sell 8-week and 6-week shreds and stuff like that that buy into people's insecurities of getting results quick. And that's the thing because like if you say for example have fears of sugar and basic shit like that and you're jumping into getting these sort of products and these 6-week shreds and stuff like that, fam, like it's not going to get you anywhere. Like all it's going to do is just set some of your money on fire, send you further backwards, and have you questioning more and more, well, just what is fucking good? What should I be eating? You see what I mean? So believe it or not, I used to be someone that feared sugar of any of its forms. There was one point where I used to demonize food as, not food. I used to demonize food, but I used to demonize fruit, like a mofo, right? There was a time where I was scared to eat bananas, where I was scared to eat oranges, where I was scared to have any fruit that actually tasted sweet, you know what I mean? Which sucks because it's like fruit is fucking fruit. Like it's got all sorts of nutrients that are good for you, yeah? what should be feared is basically, it's the thing, like nothing should be feared. Like calories shouldn't even be feared. Like I can't tell you how many times that I speak to people and, you know, I say, cool, so like what should be happening here is you should realistically be eating this much. So if I were you, we would reverse your intake up to here. And they're like, what the fuck, that amount of calories? You kidding me? You see what I mean? That's because society is so used to under eating and just 1200 calories and all this sort of shit. Like I've even had some guys where, like just recently, one of my clients, he messaged me and said, Angus bro, like I was in Kmart and I did some shopping and I came out with the stuff that I needed and I just realized like I didn't even go and buy, you know, a shitload of lollies and whatever like I normally do. And I was like, you know why that is, bro? It's because you now don't fear sugar. Like, you know that you can just have it in any of its forms whenever you want and it's lost its novelty. And that's the thing, fam, is that when we isolate ourselves from something that we know brings us pleasure, we know tastes good, if we're in a calorie restrictive state and we're trying to cut it out, that's the thing, your body will send you mad cravings for this shit, right? And the more that you work against your cravings, if you're not learning how to work with them, they will fuck you later on and you will struggle more than likely with various forms of binge eating. Okay, so fuck the sugar haters. All right, there's nothing wrong with sugar. Okay, just like with anything, moderation. Yeah, I don't usually more often than not even get my clients to ever track it because there's other better things that we can be doing instead that will control how they look and feel. More of the story here. Stop hating sugar. If you have any questions around this, let us know in the comments below. If you think I'm wrong, hey, bring it on. Show some hate, let's keep the conversation going. Otherwise, if you love this video, yeah, let me know, share it with someone, and thanks so much for watching. Peace.